Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers Revenge of the Fallen review. I've noticed that most of these movie figures that I seem to be reviewing at the late seem to be a Revenge of the Fallen, apart from one of the odd one or two. I wonder why that is. I think Revenge of the Fallen line, there was actually some pretty good toys. Everybody slates all these movie toys, but there are some hidden gems among them. I suppose it's just their aesthetic that people don't like, as in they look really weird. But as toys go, they're not too bad. This is the Voyager class Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, and this is one of the better Megatrons that actually came out from the movies. If you look back at the first film, the leader class of that was absolutely god-awful. Now, the Voyager class from the first movie, which was this weird little spaceship thing, is better, but still a bit weird. I do have a version of it where he's all silver. I was thinking of breaking that out at some point, but it's just, I've had it for so long now, I just can't be bothered. But I might do. Now, I don't have the leader class of this version of it. I do have one I picked up at TF Nation last year, which is called Nightmare Megatron. I don't know if it's the same as the one that was knocked off pretty much straight after I almost bought that, which is a bit of a shame really. I would have just bought the knockoff one, because I wanted a version of the leader class, but this one I actually bought at the time. This is, like I said before, just the Voyager class, and I liked this one better than the leader class because the leader class is more just the tank. This one was kind of the tank and the spaceship thing that he takes off and flies off to see the Fallen. So this is why I went with this one, and I do like getting the Voyager sort of size because I think they scale better with, you know, with the deluxes and whatever, whereas the leader classes do seem slightly out of scale. Right, anyway, that's enough of the backstory for this guy. He actually looks quite cool. I do like it. I like the tracks and everything, and he does roll quite well, which is quite novel, you know. Some great detailing on him all round. Just great. Obviously got a lot of the robot stuff under there. He's got the gears in there. I think they had Mech Alive back. Was that the gimmick for Revenge of the Fallen? I cannot remember. Yeah, so obviously that would have been nice if some of this detailing had been sort of picked out, maybe just like washed over, so you know, we've got the panel lines maybe or something like that. That would have been quite cool. I'm not going to do it myself because I'll make a bloody hash of it or something. Now, he does have a missile you put in here. Yeah, I do have it somewhere. I can't find it at the moment, but it's the usual put it in, fires out. This bit moves around. It's at a funny angle because it's sort of that soft plastic stuff. And you can see his head under there. Not exactly sure why you can see his head or why they didn't do a more job of obscuring it. Don't know. Right, so let's transform this guy, and I do like the transformation. It's quite okay. Right, so we're going to fold these bits back. I can never remember what you're supposed to do with these. You can do what you want with various bits, actually. You can fold these up. You don't have to. And then we disconnect the wings out of here. Oh, sorry, out of the tracks even. And then just fold them up. And then just fold it up like that to get it out of the way. And then we're going to start on these legs. We open out these panels here, allowing the leg to go flush in there, and then you can close that back up. Something like that. I don't think it actually particularly clips into place. No, that's in there. And then we open this panel up, and then fold that around and in there like that. And fold it back down, and then he's got these weird little toes, which I don't like. Then we're gonna bend it like that at that angle. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Yeah. So then we're going to do the same with this leg. Fold it round. That clicks into place. Open out this panel. Oh. Fold that around. Rotate that inwards. Close the panel up. Rotate that and back, giving him his weird sort of chicken leggy look. There we go, and then we're just going to angle those forward. Then we're going to split these up here, bring his head down, come round to this side, bring this arm out and around. Then from under here, this one folds out and around, like so, without breaking it, which it sounds almost like I did then. And then this backpack just sort of goes up here. Now, what do I do with this? I'll get these bits of which were covering up his head. I re-tab them in, I think. and then I bring this up, and then this little weird thing that looks maybe like he's off Bombshell, I just put up there because then it holds the backpack in. Then you can sort of like just angle the back sort of wings around. Then you have Megatron. Now, to stand him up, you've got to bring those knees back around. And there we have him in his robot mode. You can angle these however you want. And he's not too bad. He looks a bit green. But then again, I think you could say that because he's supposed to have been under the sea for quite, well, a year or two. He has quite a cool head sculpt. I like that. And I actually like the weird little arm he's got, which is supposed to think he was sort of made out of Decepticon wreckage, wasn't he? The remnants of his old former self, and then that weird little Doctor geezer destroyed some of the other, I don't know, whoever went down to rescue him, really. And he formed like, he had his body made out of all those different parts. That's why he looks like a bit higgledy-piggledy and a bit dead. But then he does have this, and now this opens out, and I think you could put the missile in here as well. That does something. I can't remember what I'm supposed to do to get it to actually do anything. Was it like actually? Oh yeah, I just move his arm in and out like that, which is kind of cool. So you can fold it out right like that, and then you've got that sort of like sword, which he actually killed Optimus Prime in the film. Not a big fan of it, so I just sort of like have it hanging around. I prefer that weird little pincer look that you can give it. This arm, you can put the missile back in there as well, actually. No, it doesn't. The missile don't go in there. It does goes in that one. So he's actually not too bad. Now, I just don't like the feet. I preferred it if it had been like the leader class where you can flip these away, giving him just the tracks, because I think that looked good. And I like the bit in the film where he's having a go at Starscream, and then he just puts the tracks on Starscream, and then just rolls the tracks around, and they all scratch on. I think that's quite a good bit. So yeah, I'd have preferred that. I do want to get the leader class. I just don't want to open my Nightmare one because he's sealed in the box and everything. But he does look kind of cool. And I've seen that the knockoff one has an upgraded arm, so I don't know if that one has it or not. I'll have to have a look into that. Right, is there much more to say about this figure other than he's pretty good for a Voyager class? I do like it. And he does scale well with all the other Voyager classes and even some deluxes. I do have Ravage out because I've just done a review on that guy. Whether I've uploaded which one first, I don't know. And he looks pretty cool with Ravage there. I do like that. One day I would love to display all the different sets from G1 right up to the films and everything all together, because that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? But probably won't happen, but there we go. Right, so I'm going to put it back over there, and I shall say ta-ta for now. I will see you all next time. Bye.